Thanks for contacting us about our Started Dog program.
In this video, we're going to have two parts. The first part is a talk about our price points and a description of what the dogs are doing.
Second part of the video is going to be very detailed on the exact program and the training that the dogs receive.
Our basic started dogs are around 8 to 11 months old. These dogs are $6,000 when they go home, and the training is guaranteed. These basic started dogs, off-leash obedience, sit, stay, heel, come off leash, are steady for a retrieve, a single. They're doing that at 40 to 60 yards on cut grass, cover, and in water. These dogs have also had frozen birds in their mouth and been exposed to a lot of gunfire.
Premium started dogs run $7,000. They do everything the basic started dog does, plus they run double marks and they go out on back. All of our started dogs are collar conditioned for their obedience commands.
I would like to reiterate that our training is guaranteed. So if we get 6 months down the road and the dog is not going to work out for your hunting situation or your family, we move you to a different dog. We also create a blog system for each dog so you can follow along with their training.
We also offer a payment program where clients put deposits in on our dogs and pay for their training as they progress through the program. This is a very feasible option for a lot of clients and makes it easy on the finances.
So we try to really match the dog to the family, whether that be timber hunting, rice fields, field hunting, anything, right? So we match the dog as best we can so they are successful and you are successful.
When it comes to matching a dog to the family, I take a lot of pride in that because I've been importing dogs for quite a long time now, and I have worked through and with quite a few lines from the UK. I have lines that are driven like American field trial dogs that are super high power and want to go, all the way to lines that would just as soon take a nap as they would to retrieve a dummy. So when you contact us and we get on the phone and we talk about the home life, the kids, the hunting life, if you travel and the dog has to stay home with the wife and kids, or if you're a single 22-year-old guy that wants that high-powered dog, whatever it may be, once we get on the phone, we can go through, see what we have available. We usually have anywhere from 30 to 45 dogs available. We can go through, see what we have available, breedings that are coming up, and match you with something that we feel is really going to fit in for what you need real specifically.
And just to mention, to reiterate, we've had multiple times where we've had a dog that was a little bit more reserved, or, you know, maybe ran out of 4 or 5 on a scale of 10. And then once he gets to 7 months old, he blossoms out and he's now a fire-breathing dragon. You know, we'll call that individual and be like, hey, you know, so-and-so is, he's coming out of his shell a little bit. Would you like to stick with this dog? But based on what you've told us, I think this dog will be better for you.
That'll be your choice if you want to make the switch or not. The price point on the started dogs is actually cheaper than buying a puppy and sending it off for training. Depending on what part of the country you live in, it's going to be somewhere around the 70 to 80% mark. And the big deal is that our training is guaranteed. As long as that dog stays with us from a pup throughout his training, if he hits a certain hang-up point and he fails, we will replace the dog. We'll make the phone call. We say, Sam is not liking this. Sam won't do that. We have 2 other options. Take a look at these 2 options. Let me know which one you want, and then we move forward. Sam gets put into a pet home.
And if you guys need an explanation on that, or, you know, we can just run the numbers together. But if you take the puppy price off of a started dog, your time and money ahead if you know you want to start a dog. So please reach out to us with any questions, and we do it all the time. We'd be glad to talk to you.
Welcome everyone, Ace with Aces Retrievers. In today's video, we're going to go over the 2 started duck dogs that we offer here at our facility. Basically, all the pups that we save from our breeding program go into imprinting. We start them very young, 7-8 weeks of age, and they learn that retrieving is what they love to do every single day, every time they come out. We do water introduction, frozen bird introduction, shooting introduction. We also get them to where they're going into thicker cover to use their nose. Like to get their grass confidence built up pretty high, start brush pile work to where all their retrieves are not the easiest thing in the world. From there, we move over into the obedience part of things and start creating drills. We collar condition all of our dogs for obedience work. We enforce nose off the ground, walking at a clean heel, sitting steady at heel. We teach them to run single hand thrown marks, distance usually around 40 to 60 yards. We also teach water marks, 40 to 60 yards. Our main pond has anywhere from 3 to 6 dozen decoys in it. Some of the ponds that we use don't have any decoys at all. We also use electronic launchers to teach the dogs to watch out front for marks. That way all the marks are not coming from the hand. This will help to ensure that when a dog hits the blind, he knows that sometimes things fall out front of him. Shoulder launchers are also a huge part of our program. Once the dogs are understanding their drills, we use these with them almost daily during their sessions. We also sell these at our facility. With the premium started dogs, we usually run them on hand-thrown doubles, somewhere around 40 to 60 yards. Usually we'll line the dog back up to the first dummy so that he can get the one that we aim him at. If you let the dog get the last dummy down and you have a dead bird and crippled bird situation, if the dead bird was the last bird down, that young dog's going to want that last thing to move. So we line the dog up back to the first dummy. Quite a few times we've had people come to pick their dogs up whenever we're doing sessions with them, and we actually will run triples with the dog because the dog already understands he has to go to where we line him up to. We offer sessions during pickup and during your dog's training time. If you can make it to our facility, we do sessions probably 3 to 4 days a week with clients on average. We also do double watermarks with the dogs. Send the dog back to the first mark and then let him clean the second mark up. Once our dogs are running their drills and understanding everything really good off lead, we spend about 4 to 5 weeks with the electronic launchers and the shoulder launchers to stretch distance and polish things up. These dogs are very eager to work for someone, and the next biggest part of our program that they learn after they get finished with imprinting is that someone's in charge of when they get to retrieve. We offer a lifetime of customer support for our dogs and are glad to answer any questions you may have as they go through the transition phase. Thanks for contacting us about your potential next started dog. And now let's have a recap and go over our pricing structure. Okay, so let's do a recap over the basic and premium started dog. The basic and premium started dogs are both off lead, collar conditioned for their obedience work. Main reasons we use the collar: bouncing their nose off the ground, keeping them at a good clean heel if we have to on a recall. The basic started dog is going to run single marks 40 to 60 yards depending on the terrain, with shotgun, flapping birds, and dead birds along with dummies. If you're on a soccer field, he may run the marks 100 yards. If you're in 2 foot tall cover, it's probably going to be closer to 40 yards. Premium started dog does all of that. He also runs a double mark and goes out on back for an unmarked fall. He does not have whistle stops. He does not stop and cast left and right. He just knows to run double marks. If he doesn't see something fall, you tell him back. Back, he's going out in that direction hunting for it. Now, if you do want your started dog finished out, we have numerous premium started dogs that come back every year in February once the duck season's over with, and we go through all the hand signals and the casting work in order to turn them into finished dogs to where they can handle and cast. If you position these young dogs to where they can see what's falling for their first few hunts, they'll put 2 and 2 together and they excel really, really quick. The biggest thing is making sure that you realize they're not a 4-year-old seasoned dog. In the first few hunts, you have to cater to the dog. Prop your gun up, make sure the dog is situated where he can see what's falling, and from there, by the time he gets 30 or 40 birds under his belt, he'll turn into a well-tuned started dog. We also offer crate training. 95% of the dogs that we sell do live indoors when they go home. We offer crate training. We offer platform work, boat work, ATV work, dog hide, and dog blind work. So if there's any certain scenarios that you have in mind for your dog that we can help to do, to make your dog fit in better, we can discuss it on the phone and go from there and see if we can help you out. Pricing on our started dogs goes as follows. Basic started dogs are $6,000, premium started dogs are $7,000, and then payments are made as the dog goes through training and completes his training. If the dog is 8 weeks old or younger, the deposit's $2,000, and we invoice each month on the first of the month as he goes through his training for a set amount of months to get him through his training. If the dog is halfway through his training, the deposit's going to be around 50% of the purchase price, and then from there we will invoice you each month on the first of the month. Monthly payments usually come out to around $600 a month, covers all of the training fees and goes towards the dog's purchase amount. All of the training's guaranteed with our started dogs, as long as they stay here from a pup and go through the entire program. If your dog does hit a hang up, we'll offer other dogs that we have of same sex and color, if we have any available at that particular time, to take your dog's place. That way we can get you a dog for that season to make it to the blind with you.